What's in your Bailey's parfait?
In the parfait, it's a Bailey's and heavy whipping cream, and you separate that with like a semi-sweet chocolate. So you mix half of it into a semi-sweet chocolate, and you do like a crushed up cookie in between. So you layer it like 6 times, and then a leprechaun is also in it.
Wow. Okay, anybody can top that one?
Yeah.
I
have one.
Coming to Sam's house for snacks.
I do have this guy too.
Oh.
He's wearing his bow tie, hanging out by the food.
For those of you who don't know, because we haven't really been promoting it, but we have found Sam such a treasure. Sam has been working on travel blogs, sort of travel solo and travel with your pet, Finnegan, who passed away last year. Now she has a puppy, Gus. But she's been doing a blog for a while now, but she very kindly wrote about our Wednesdays and little celebrations we have here every week. And we're going to start featuring her blogs on our website. They're delightful. And it includes stuff like how to get ready, what music do I listen to, how do I crimp my hair, what props do I need, what am I going to cook? And it's really lovely, a lovely way to get into the Wednesdays. So we appreciate you, Sam.
And an experience. Yeah. I've been listening to Irish music since Sunday this time, though. Usually I turn it on day of, but I've been listening since Sunday to get in the mood and cooking for a couple of days.
Yeah, it looks like. Are you having company over? Are you gonna eat all that yourself?
No, I'm having one of my parties for just me and the dog that I've been having since New Year's.
Pictures of that. That sounds really, really good. Donna Johnson, did you say your dog was dressed up too?
Yes, I put a picture in the chat.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see Macy. She's my little leprechaun.
I don't know.
It's above my.
Yes. All right. Well, now we have to really work at this, Donna. Are you too chicken to turn on your camera?
Yes.
Oh, look.
Little Macy, she's my leprechaun.
She's precious. We
Thank
wish you were there live, licking your little face.
I know.
That'd be perfectly okay with us.
So Carol, yeah. This is Donna Pullen. I have some more things for show and tell. Okay. If you want us to do it at this point.
Yeah, go ahead. The judges are lapping this up, I believe.
Okay, so as I said earlier, I have my Jameson. Yeah, good. I have my my Guinness Stout.
Both.
I have my Shannon coffee cup.
Good.
And I have my wrap, my lime green wrap here. So I have on my emeralds.
Oh wow, you'd raided the jewelry closet. That's
and then I have my Irish friend Jean.
Yeah.
Who's been on the cover of Image magazine. And then here she is on the cover of Irish Tatler.
You gotta love a redhead.
And there she is as the face of Guinness on the Guinness boat.
Wow, you really did your homework.
And then there she is with another Guinness boat picture, which is hard to see on this. And then here she is live with her Irish in 2021.
Hi.
Cara, can I talk to?
Very nice to see you.
This is me asking you how you are in Gaelic.
Oh, I see. Oh. The Irish folks might be able to interpret that. Does anybody here understand? Fiona, are you nodding? Yeah, I understand her.
Donna asked me to join her because I was the face of Guinness. My father was the chief engineer who actually designed the Guinness boats that brought the Guinness in the 50s from England or from Ireland to England. So we have a lot of heritage in Guinness. And right now I am living in America. I am Donna's friend, and she thought if she had to get one thing besides the bottles here live, it should be me. So
what a story. All right, so how do you two know each other?
We've known each other about 4 years. We met in church. We now are buddies, So much so that we have to be very careful with social media that people don't think we're a couple.
We're
Single.
He loves them down in Poland, so you'd be lucky.
For what that's worth. And yes, we socialize a lot together and have fun.
You look like you could be sisters. So
And that's how we met, actually. People at church thought that I was her and she was me, and then they thought we were related. At least they didn't think that one of us was the mother of the other one, so that was good.
That's a start. Well, you both have big, beautiful smiles, so there you go.
So I asked Jean if I could pop in. I show up at her house at 3 o'clock and said, "Can I use you for show and tell?"
That's a first, I have to say. Let's see. Kev, are you and John and David impressed so far?
Very
This
much
has been
so.
very impressive. Yeah, yeah.
Behind we have a first, second period Balik. Balik is a
Very
china
nice.
famous in Ireland
Mm.
for its creamware, and it is only made in Balik in Fermanagh, and it has got like a no color in it whatsoever. Here we have an 18, you can't see it, it's an 18th century card table, all the way from Ireland also. And, an antique dealer, and I had a company called Irish Interiors, which I brought everything from Ireland and sold in the US. So I am quite the authority here in America on Irish furniture and accessories. Now,
But you're having this little party at your house today. Donna's just the interloper.
Yeah, I just showed up with my laptop.
That's what we're doing this afternoon.
I think how fun this would be if it was actually an in-person event.
yeah. So I was trying to run through. I said, now, Donna, you know, this is stout. And I was trying to give her a quick history about stout. This is not anything else, but, you know, it's brewed in the brewery in Dublin, very famous. If you go to Ireland, one of the places that you will automatically go to is the Guinness Brewery, along with Trinity, where you'll see the Book of Kells, and of course, Dublin Castle. So I was trying to very quickly, you know, educate her. I thought the Gaelic would be a bit too much. But
She couldn't pick
Couldn't
that up.
master
It just happened. Too bad.
You're stealing all my best lines. This is great.
Yeah. Kev no longer has anything to talk about.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, I'll clock out now. This has been brilliant. Well done, and you're cúpla focail of Irish as well. Really impressive.
okay, I love the Shamrock. Now, where are you, may I ask?
So I'm based in Dublin, though the image
Okay.
behind me is of the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland.
Gotcha.
But I'm in Dublin in my home office / laundry room / everything else, it seems, these days as well.
Well, when I try and explain to them that in Ireland, we would take just a sort of clump of shamrock, not clover, shamrock. And we would just put it in a pin and pin it to our clothes. That is basically what we would do, exactly what my friend here has. There is no green beer. There is no other pomp and ceremony, but it's very simple. We usually go to people's houses and we would just basically relax with each other, drink and eat. And here in America, it is a totally sort of commercial venture that's taken off, which bears no resemblance on how you would celebrate St. Patrick's Day in Ireland.
Indeed. Well, you
I
know,
was just going to jump in there because a lot of Americans don't realize that Ireland, for us in Ireland, this is a holy day. The reason why we have the shamrock is St. Patrick was trying to convert the pagans. And so he used the shamrock to explain the Holy Trinity. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost are all one together on one stem, hence the shamrock. And that's why we have the shamrock, and that's why we wear. So we get up in the morning, we put our shamrock on, and we all go to mass. That's our first thing that we do. And then we sit around and we have a big roast, a big leg of lamb or something like that. And for us, it's very much a holy and a family day.
It was also, if you don't mind me jumping in, for children, it was a day during Lent that you were allowed to eat sweets. You know, it was the one day that you could give up whatever, or you could stop your Lenten fast. And we were all thrilled because you normally gave up chocolate or sweets for Lent. And then you had St. Patrick's Day to look forward to as a break in the middle of that, you know.
You might get one of those chocolate Easter eggs a little bit sooner.
Yeah. Yeah.
or in my case, 5.
And what I have on here is, this is my one Irish thing that I wanted to wear today. So this is the Six Nations and this is rugby.
Mm-hmm.
So you have Scotland, the English Rose, you have Ireland, Italy, lads, what are these?
That's Wales. That's Wales.
Wales. That's right, Wales. And then with France.
Yeah.
So we play each other in rugby every year. So that's why I chose to put on my Six Nations today.
Will you be watching on Saturday, Martina?
Well, yeah, I have to bootleg it over here, but yes, absolutely.
Big game on Saturday for us.
Yes, can't wait.
The old enemy.
We play the English on Saturday.
I know it's going to be a good one.
Pressure.
Yeah, we're going to be screaming.
Hey,
Are there any Americans on this call? God, it seems everyone's Irish. This is great. We're well represented today.
Hi there,
Carol.
Yeah. Hey, Lori.
Hi. Oh, it's actually Lori O'Beecham.
I see.
And Meacham actually is known in Irish, in Gaelic, as honorable. So I am actually a very honorable student of Trinity College. This is the authentic sweatshirt that my son got me when he visited. And actually Trinity College is Ireland's oldest university and was founded by Queen Elizabeth in 1592, which I think is amazing. Located in the heart of Dublin's city centre. And it's actually Ireland's highest ranked university. So I'm a student today with my red hair and my shamrock.
You painted your face. And you've got a little headband. Okay, it's adorable, Lori.
And here's my little friend Finnegan, who is actually also fought for me in Ireland. So I'm enjoying being one of 18,000 students today from Trinity.
Very well prepared, Lori. That's awesome. Thank you.
Hey, Carol.
Hey, who is it?
It's Leah Catherine.
Hey, Catherine.
You okay?
Yeah, I can see you great.
I have a special treat. I have a friend here as well, like Donna does. So I wanted to make sure we got her in. But just wanted to say I've got my token Guinness ready to go to watch the tutorial on how to properly pour
There's an
that.
pouring that, so don't do
Yeah.
that.
Okay, good. And while we always enjoy the fun of St. Patrick's Day, right? And the food, of course, I've got fingers and mash coming on my stove. I'm so excited. But I don't know if anyone knows, but I'm a clogger, and very close to my heart is the Celtic music and the Irish dance. And I really appreciate that aspect of Ireland. So I have traveled very far along the beautiful coasts, and I've passed my castles, and I have found an Irish step dancer, and I would love for her to show you just a little. If I could.
Of course.
Okay. So
You're good,
this
you're
is
good.
Caitlin, and just so everyone knows, we're both vaccinated. So she's a nurse. So that's why we don't have our mask on right now. But
All
she is going to do a bit of Irish step, although she found out there was some true Irish on here. She got a little nervous. So you'll have to let her know how she does. I'm very rusty.
Hey, Catherine, are you going to dance too?
Oh no, this is Irish. This is the Irish spotlight. We'll do North Carolina mountains later.
To keep you in mind, don't you worry.
Oh no, can we hear her?
Can you turn your volume up, Leah Catherine? Wow.
Wow.
What footwork.
And now her wee little leprechauns are now awake from their nap. But
Rig
so I
them
just wanted to express
What a
how
treat,
excited
Leah
we were.
Catherine. Thank you so much.
No worries.
And your friend's name again is what?
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Thank you, Caitlin.
You're
You
welcome.
got the moves going on. We need to see a little more of you. Appreciate it. We hardly needed to hire an entertainer this week, didn't we?
No.
All right, y'all, the stakes are high, and I believe that's why all this preparation is so creative this week. Does anybody else want to get our attention before we start?
I forgot one thing.
Hey, it's
See, everybody's like, hello, hello.
Yeah.
So this is Kelly. So I forgot one thing about my shirt. It is from from spring training to commemorate last year, my last day in the office.
Wow.
Yes.
And you've been vegetating ever since. turning
Well,
green.
I've been working from home, but yeah, I went to see the Boston Red Sox in spring training in Fort Myers, and then I've been since St. Patrick's Day home ever since.
I'm alone. And what is that you've got on your head? Is that a Guinness can?
It's a Guinness can or
Yeah.
Guinness drink.
Yep, very good.
Go with my Guinnesses.
There's going to be some inebriated people here in an hour.
Girl, I'll share. This is Kay.
I wanted to say hi to you, Kay.
Hey, well, this is Bill's hat. That's why it's falling down on my head so much, because his head's so much bigger. But this is my husband and I in an Irish pub with our cousins last year before the pandemic.
So cute.
So we have our Guinness, and I'm being very boring, but I'm having my afternoon tea from my Balik china with my shamrock.
Me too.
And I have our family history, our family trees with our shields, our Irish shields. And all my picture books. I have lots of picture books. I've been reminiscing. Whoops, can't see that. But anyway, 3 books on Ireland.
Wow.
I'm doing my best to hold up the heritage.
Organize a whole group of us to go and hang out with your cousins. They look like a lot of
Oh,
fun.
there's so much fun.
Hey, what pub was it taken in, the picture?
This was not far. This was in a little town called Milltown Law Bay. I don't remember
Oh,
the
yeah.
pub.
In
Yeah.
Country Fair.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Happy
sure
St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Kay. And Bill, where's Bill? Is he coming?
No, I think I don't know where he is. He's taming my dogs, I hope.
Oh, that's where he is.
I'll
All
tell him
right.
hi.
Anybody else?
Hey,
I'm
Carol.
just gonna say hi.
Hey.
I just wanted to say hi. This is my first one of these, and I had no idea that it was this involved.
Either, there's big stakes today, so you're seeing a little extra.
Yeah, I feel like amateur hour, but I just grabbed whatever was truly Irish that I had here at home. So I have
really well with the sweater cape, whatever.
Thank you. This is from the Aaron Sweater Company. I think we got it from a shop in Dublin. And I do have my Jameson, although you can't tell
Very
it's a
small amount.
It is because I have kids here.
Yeah, I know.
It's in a glass from the Tullamore Dew distillery, though. I like all my Irish whiskey. I won't say which one's my favorite, but I do. But since no one had done this, I just wanted to share the Irish blessing that I shared with my friends today.
Okay.
May your troubles be less and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door.
Here we all have a little toast if you have a drink handy.
There you go.
Oh, cheers to that.
Cheers.
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 Lovely. Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks for making this so much fun, guys.
Oh, there they are. Hey, guys.
Hey.
We had to take down our background, which we had because, like, I think we're
Because you got lost.
We're
disappearing every
disappearing a little bit, but
Well,
we
we
have
don't want to lose any of this. I mean, there's so much going on there.
This is
I
going to
know.
be a
Okay.
hard week. So hard acts to follow this week.
So we have a few things going on here. Dan grew out some facial hair to begin with. We
Has
have
that himself since last week?
yes,
It grew.
it's so fast. We have
We have our green beer,
our green beer,
Good.
a pot of gold.
obligatory, filled with our Guinness.
Yeah.
Pot of gold. We haven't seen one of those yet.
My favorite though is Dan's scarf here, which holds
Yes.
his beer for him. He has it's so handy dandy.
Michelle, I'm kind of thinking now that you are pretty much what Marina was referring to when she talked about how there's the pure St. Patrick's Day. And then
Right. we don't have any
And then-
authentic furniture.
We don't have Irish, heritage, or we haven't
No,
been, but we'd love
this
to
is really
go.
authentic, definitely.
Yes, but and my favorite part also are my tattoos that I had done for today.
I see.
Obviously, have a full sleeve of shamrocks going on here.
The amount of pain she had to go through to get
I'm
that.
telling you, it's almost as hard as growing a stash in a week, right?
Dan, how many beers can that scarf hold?
6.
A 6-pack. Can you believe
nice.
it?
I've already drank.
Kev,
4.
you're lusting.
There's 2 left.
I got my priorities right. That guy's got a good scarf. That's
Who needs a 6-pack of abs when you can have a 6-pack of beers
I have a
on
keg.
your
so-
scarf?
Well done. Would you guys take a picture before you forget? Because you always are so classic. And I hate it when I don't have a picture of you. The screenshots don't really do it. All of you, please take a screenshot. Take a selfie. If you can get something with your background, great. But our Irish hosts today really deserve some love on our Facebook page. So that's how they get it, is if you send me your pictures. Is there anyone else who has?
I'll take a quick one.
Wait.
Hello. What's happening?
Oh my God, I wondered where he was.
God, what is that noises?
Sorry.
God has directed me to come to this section, and I'm hearing all these strange voices. My name is Luke Wattenberg, and I am an Irish priest. In fact, I was the closest Irish priest to ever have the opportunity to become a pope, but it just didn't work out. I was born on October the 16th in the year of 1588, and I don't know what, excuse me, the hell is going on here. I'm just hearing all this stuff, but I'm happy to be with you. I'll bless you all anyway.
I think that's Randy Meacham, but I'm really not even sure at this point.
Oh, Carol, you're so lovely. Hey, next time, don't take pictures of your vaccine and put it in the universe.
Just so everybody could see my name and who my vaccine manufacturer was. I thought people.
That was my clue to tell you who I am.
Yeah, my daddy scolded me. All right, Laurel McLean, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. So, guys, I'm going traditional. Actually, the background is a picture that I took in Ireland when I brought a group there 2 years ago. So that's my background video. And I am wearing a traditional scarf that I got in Dublin, as well as a handmade scarf that was done in Dublin as well. So I wanted to show off a little bit of tradition here.
Thank you. You look a little bit more subdued than, for instance, Michelle and Danny.
That's right. A little more subdued.
But you're purple.
I love that scarf.
Together, yeah. Don't the colors look great together, Marina?
They're beautiful.
Purple and the green, yeah, absolutely. All right. Is anybody else wanting to show off? You see what happens? I told you all, when we have stakes this high, you're going to see some creativity. Good luck with choosing someone.
Good morning, or well, good evening.
Oh my goodness, the hair.
I normally come when I can make it every other week or so, but I never dress up. So I said today I'm going to do it. So
you saw some
It's not as
opportunities.
creative as everyone else. Everyone did a great job.
You did a great job too. I love the do. That's a great color.
Beautiful.
I need some green hair, I believe. All right. Can I tell you who the first 5 is? Anybody else out there wanting to get some attention, some love?
I'll
No?
jump in too, Carol.
All
So
right, okay.
same as
you go.
Michelle, I don't usually dress up either, but I always enjoy these events every Wednesday. So I have my sparkly shamrocks earrings and necklace here as well, and my shamrock scarf, and of course my background. I have some corned beef and cabbage in the crock pot for later, and I made a Bailey's Irish cream cheesecake last night. So we're going to have a good dinner tonight.
Ooh, you sure are. I'm jealous
Yeah.
of having leftovers, but I'm not sure I'm going to be hungry after I drink this Jameson. You're very saturated in green, and you look
That sounds good.
What, Jameson or the corned beef and the cheesecake? I think that the cheesecake was getting my attention. All right, can we start now? I just wanted to say thank you all. Wow, you're blowing me away. Whitney and Marina are both saying, I can't even watch anymore. This is hilarious. So you guys keep us joyful every Wednesday. And for that, we are super grateful. That
And Carol, let me interject something. I've been seeing a couple of chats with some newcomers. And I just want you to know that, yes, we have fun on these calls every week, but you're not required to dress up. There are just certain themes that tend to draw people in. And especially when we have such a lovely travel package as we do this week, people tend to go all in, but you're always welcome to join in. You don't have to dress up. You don't have to drink a cocktail, but it sure does make things a lot more fun.
Thank you. I absolutely agree. Don't let us intimidate you, but it is our way of getting to know you all as well, because we're reaching out beyond our Southeast footprint now, and we want to get to know you and get to know who you are. So when you bring a story, a song, a cocktail, or an outfit, it just helps that process along. All right. Well, one of our traditions is we award a gift for the first 5 people who log into the call every week. We call it the first 5 at 3:55 because we don't want you to log in too early. And there's usually a flurry of people, just to explain that, log in within seconds of one another. So it's a little random, but if we miss you this time, be on time next week, we're very likely to catch you at some point. This week, the prizes are going to be sent to you from Ireland, and I'm going to let Kev tell you what that prize is going to be. But we need your home address. And on looking at this list, I don't have 3 of you. I do have 2 of you. So I will tell you, if we need your address, please send it to me via email at carol@retreatsresources.com. And those 5 people are Laurel McLean. Laurel, I don't have your address, but congratulations. Emily Jones, who I don't think I have your address, Emily.
Love you. Go on. Go play.
What?
Go on. Go see Mom.
Emily Jones, Lori Meacham, I have yours, and Donna Pullen and Michelle Penny. So address for you, please, from you, please, Michelle. Okay. Now, without any further ado, Whitney, did you have anything else you needed to add in before we introduce Kev?
No, just that this week, normally I'm your moderator, but this week I am just going to be the host, the technical person. I would ask that you keep yourself muted unless you're speaking, because we are recording this. And please put your comments and your questions in the chat box. But this week, our own little leprechaun, Marina O'Leary, is going to be our moderator. So she's going to take over at the end and make sure that everyone's questions are answered.
Indeed. We love Marina, and just the sound of her voice makes me want to go get a Bailey's or something. I don't know.
Well, without further ado, it's 4:30 and we want to be respectful of your time. So Kevin, would you like to take it away and go ahead and introduce yourself and our hosts, our hoteliers?
Lovely. Yes, thank you so much. I think I'm just blown away here by the displays that people have been putting on here, seeing Laurie tell her story about Trinity College, which is a great evening venue that we use quite often at Odyssey, seeing that great shot of Ross Castle from Laurel, just some really, it's always great to see that people have such an experience and such a positive experience of Ireland, and the authenticity, as well as a scarf that can hold 6 beers. It's all great. I love it. So thanks so much, everyone. Hello to you all, greetings from Ireland, and happy St. Patrick's Day. And for those of you that I haven't met, my name is Kev Shannon. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing at Odyssey DMC. We're an Irish DMC. And in a normal year, at about this time, I'd be in the pub. So lucky for all of you that there's a pandemic on and we get to spend the time with you instead. So I'm so happy and thankful to Retreats Resources for including us in this event today. At Odyssey, we're all about relationships, and our relationship with Carol and Whitney and Marina has just been a great one, and they've been so lovely to work with, and I've really enjoyed looking back at all of these events that they've been running for this past year. And so thanks all for taking the time to tune in. I know there's a lot of Zooms on But hopefully we'll be able to give you a bit of some product updates, and you can come away having learned a little something about some fabulous group products and incentive products for groups of all sizes. And so at Odyssey, we've operated groups and incentives of 10 people all the way up to a single wave incentive of a group of 2,600 people, which we operated in August 2018. I'll quickly share my presentation and then I'll introduce the hotels, if that's okay. So I'm sharing my screen now and it is working and I won't have any technical issues, so that's all fine. So a little bit about Odyssey. We're an Irish DMC and destination management company. We celebrated 35 years in business this year, and we're looking forward to getting together to celebrate that fact very soon, we hope. So again, welcome to Ireland, Céad Míle Fáilte, which means 100,000 welcomes. You're about to embark on a bit of a journey through our beautiful island, Ireland. We're just this little green teddy bear shaped island in Europe, east of the US. So just this is a list here of some of our best golf clubs and our favorite hotels and kind of journey times. I can send any of this on to whoever might be interested. So Ireland is really easy. The language is easy. While Gaelic is our own language, English is the spoken language. It's on all of our signs, our menus, spoken by all staff and everyone your guests will encounter. We use the euro here, which is often at parity with the dollar. Getting around Ireland, as you can see, is easy. You can fit Ireland into Texas 8 times. And within this small area, we have 4 incredible incentive standard destinations that are quite unique from each other. The Irish are famous as a welcoming people. There are nearly 7 million of us on the island of Ireland. We are a very curious bunch. And once we hear an American accent at a bar, I think we'll ask you if you know every Irish person we've ever met who has gone over to America, and if you have the money that they owe us, and we'll try to find out everything that we can about them. We like Americans and have been remarked as just a very safe and friendly place to visit. We're very famous for our landscape in Ireland, which you'll notice in a lot of our backgrounds that we have today. It delivers on that expectation of being very green, that picture postcard image of Ireland, which is due to our temperate climate where it's never too hot and never too cold. And as a result of this climate that we have excellent pasture and agriculture. So it's one of our largest industries that we have here in Ireland. And this gives us a great range of excellent food, from world famous beef to delicious cheeses and chocolates and all that good stuff that's really bad for you. I think it's so funny to hear people saying that the corned beef and these really traditional dishes. I think people still think that our signature dish is kind of boiled cabbage and boiled potatoes, and then we drink the water that's been boiled. So it's just nice to see that there's that we do have quite a variety of options of different styles of food and different quality foods. Sorry, my screen share just kind of dropped there. Just want to make sure. I think you're all getting my script as well, which is great. So again, we have a really varied range of foods. Traditional, but then again, that top quality Michelin star kind of restaurant and traditional fare that we have at traditional pubs as well. Our hotels will all have award-winning chefs as well in the kitchens that prepare an array of traditional and international dishes using local and fresh Irish ingredients. And as we're an island, we have great access to seafood in every direction. So you can see for this image of all the seafood we have here. You'll note that I refer to the island of Ireland. So some of you will know that politically we're 2 countries, but at Odyssey we promote the whole island. And we're very happy with the results of Brexit recently, which means that there'll be no border crossing for any of our guests or our clients. As before, we'll be driving down the road and won't even notice that we've crossed from one country to another. So today we'll be taking a clockwise trip throughout Ireland, and starting in the north, we'll then be heading to the east coast, where John Costello will be telling us about the stunning K Club Hotel, set 30 minutes from Dublin Airport. This really great, lavish 5-star property is excellently located for groups that want that countryside experience with city access. Your itinerary can then be filled with Dublin-based venues and the activities, as well as a host of local offerings as well. I particularly like they have a local pub there, which we can privatize for events. And it's apart from being very convenient, it's just a really excellent traditional pub that the K Club own. So next we'll be heading southwest to County Kerry, where David will be telling us all about the super luxurious Europe Hotel. It's situated on a gorgeous lake and is really a wow property with fabulous rooms, just great food and beverage, and a world-class spa. Again, for activities and venues, it's perfectly located just outside of Killarney town centre, and is close to a lot of what would be my favorite activity in Ireland, the famous Gap of Dunloe, which again we saw an image of earlier from Ross Castle. And this takes in a great horse and cart journey through this glacial valley. We then have a wonderful barbecue that's catered by the Europe Hotel as well, at this cottage by the lake. And then we take a lovely boat trip back to the hotel, where you'll be greeted by a lovely Irish coffee, perhaps. And then we'll finish today on the West Coast, where Liz will tell us a little bit about the fabulous Adare Manor. No expense was spared in restoring this gorgeous manor house with all the 5-star comforts that you'd expect. It's genuinely an outstanding property, and one that guests will never forget. We also have wonderful incentive standard destinations and venues in the surrounds. So again, I hope I didn't steal all the best lines there, guys, and all the stuff that all the hotels were hoping to talk about. But we're going to start today in the north. If it's okay, I'd like to show you a quick video about Northern Ireland for incentives. And as it's a part of Ireland we're really excited to share, because it's lesser traveled by many. It's not on a lot of people's radar. Northern Ireland is just really a great destination. So starting in Belfast, 90 minutes from Dublin, we're transported to a part of the world, again, just not explored by many. It's now a really safe and peaceful destination, and it has a mix of old and new. So I'm going to play a quick video for you all here. It's going really well.
The Odyssey began many millennia ago, when very determined warriors took giant steps to explore this strange and little-known land. In the centuries that followed, many others would follow in their footsteps. Kings, lords, dukes, earls and bishops have made their home in this wondrous land. Some have left, sadly, never to return. Others discovered Ishka Bahar, the water of life, guaranteed to generate warmth and well-being. While those who visit these shores always vow to return. Welcome to Northern Ireland. You have earned the best. You deserve the best. And we promise that's what you will enjoy during your stay in Northern Ireland.
A warm Irish welcome awaits you. Sláinte.
So that's oh, am I muted? No, that's a little bit of an insight into Northern Ireland there. And thanks to our friends at Tourism Northern Ireland, actually, we're helping out with those first 5 gifts. So we have some lovely Irish shawls that we're sending to those winners. So congratulations to all of you for those few pieces. So luckily now you don't have to hear from me for a long time. I'm handing over now to our master storyteller and musician, Martin de Cogoin, who will regale us with some tales of Ireland. He's moved over to the US, but thankfully hasn't lost his Irish accent. It's in fact stronger than mine. So I'll hand you over to Martin.
Banachtina Fail or of Aguini Ushla, awesome down number Vehunsa. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. I'm delighted to be here with you. I feel like I'm finally having a party on St. Patrick's Day. And God, if I could only meet you all together, I don't think there'd be any end to the night. It would be an Ihagomadden, a night until morning. And God knows we haven't had a few of those for a long time. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Martin, and I'm from the very south, the Texas of Ireland. The Cork Rebel County, the Lone Star County, and indeed we even struck oil recently. We have our own southern drawl, and I polish it every morning before I start my day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to tell you a little bit about St. Patrick, and I know you're a studious lot, and ye don't sit back in your laurels, and you've been checking it all out, and 'tis all there for you to know. You know that he died at about 12:15 in the afternoon on the 17th of March, 461 AD, and that's why we celebrate St. Patrick's Day. And long ago, it was a 3-day bacchanalia kind of carnival event. It was wild. It's noted in the annals of history, especially written down in the 12th century, that for 3 days, people would forget about Lent and all types of Christianity bounding them to doing moral acts. And for 3 days, they'd just go bananas. And I tell you what, as soon as we get together, I'm sure there'll be a lot of bananas thrown around the place. But the big day was St. Patrick's Day, and the day before, and the day after was known as St. Sheila's Day. And that was kept going until about the 1850s. St. Sheila's Day was the kind of day, because you'd have to have a kind of day after. You couldn't be going back to work really if you're interested in doing good work on the day after a party on St. Patrick's Day. But St. Patrick, he was a boy at 16 years of age. He was stolen away from the riverbanks somewhere on the coast of our neighbouring island. There is a lot of debate on where it is. He wrote it down in his Confessio, and that's the only reason that we know that there was a real person called St. Patrick. Of course, that's the name he took when he became a priest. He was called Maewyn before that. And I don't know how well we'd be if we were St. Maewyn's Day. Anyway, so with that, he was stolen away. His father was a deacon and his grandfather was a priest. Priests could marry long ago. They might again, maybe. And he was stolen away by fellas who needed workers, right? And he was put into slavery up around the Giant's Causeway there next to Kevin, up in the hills of Armagh. And he was looking after sheep and he was learning his prayers. And as he prayed away, he got freed because he ran down to Cork. And if you're looking for salvation, you have to go to Cork. That's what I'm here to tell you. Anyway, so he went to Cork and he got a boat off the island and never would return again until he had another dream saying, you have to go back and save those lads. They have to learn their prayers. So he came back and he took the sun that the pagan Irish were worshipping and he put it behind the cross, and that's where you get your Celtic cross. And now anyone worth their salt that knows that snakes were never in Ireland, but the idea that snakes were driven out is because the old symbol of the pagan, of course, was the snake. And so he got rid of the pagans, and they were the snakes that he brought in the Christianity. Anyway, if there's a lie in it, I didn't put it there. Believe it if you like. So with that, St. Patrick's Day, we've been celebrating it for centuries, and the first noted celebration off the island was in 1601 in a Spanish colony in a place called St. Augustine, which is now in the state of Florida. And the first celebration in the British colony of North America was in Boston in 1832. But the first parade was 1732. But the first parade was a load of Irish-born British soldiers in New York, which had recently been New Amsterdam. And they paraded down Fifth Avenue in 1738. Anyway, and they've been parading ever since. But with that, the idea of St. Patrick's Day has engulfed all sorts of concepts of Ireland, and now the whole place turns green and using solar power and wind energy for the day. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sing you a song, and I'm going to bring you to the hills of Antrim, right, which is up near the Giant's Causeway. If you haven't been, it's free in. You don't have to pay for parking. That's only in the short movie. They'll catch you for that. So with that, I'm going to sing a song called Patsy Fagan, and you can sing along if you like. Hello, Patsy Fagan, you can hear the girls all cry. Hello, Patsy Fagan, you're the apple of me eye. You're a decent boy from Ireland, there's no one can deny. You're a harum, scarum, a devil may care, a decent Irish pie. I'm working here in Glasgow, I found a decent job. I'm carrying bricks and mortar and my pay is 15 bob. I rise up in the morning, I get up with the lark, and when I'm walking down the street you can hear the girls remark. Hello, Patsy Fagan, you can hear the girls all cry. Hello, Patsy Fagan, you're the apple of me eye. You're a decent boy from Ireland, there's no one can deny. You're a harum, scarum, a devil may care, a decent Irish pie. If there's anyone among you would like to marry me, I'd take her in a little boat across the Irish Sea. I'd dress her up in satin and please her all I can to let the people see that I'm a decent Irish man. Come on now. Hello, Patsy Fagan, you can hear the girls all cry. Hello, Patsy Fagan, you're the apple of me eye. You're a decent boy from Ireland, there's no one can deny. You're a harum, scarum, a devil may care, a decent Irish pie. The day that I left Ireland was many years ago. I left me home in Antrim where the pigs and praties grow. But since I left old Ireland, it has always been my plan to let the people know that I'm a decent Irish man. Hello, Patsy Fagan, you can hear the girls all cry. Hello, Patsy Fagan, you're the apple of me eye. You're a decent boy from Ireland, there's no one can deny. You're a harum, scarum, a devil may care, a decent Irish pie. You're a harum, scarum, a devil may care, a decent Irish pie. Thanks very much. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment. Oh, thanks very much. Thanks very much. We'll move on swiftly and keep the buzz going. We're going to go down to the lavish green fields of Kildare, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll give a big warm welcome to John Costello from the K Club.
Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for spending some time with us today on St. Patrick's Day. I'm here with my bowl of shamrocks, as you can see, and behind me is the K Club, a beautiful luxury resort just outside Dublin, as Kev said, about 30 minutes from the city, 30 minutes from the airport. Let me tell you a little bit about the property. So 30 years ago, up till 30 years ago, this was a private home, and it was built back in 1832 on the 550-acre estate. Incredibly beautiful property. And up to 30 years ago, as I said, it was in private hands from one quirky family to another, and opened as a resort, predominantly as a golf resort 30 years ago, and has evolved over the last 30 years into what it is today. And really now you're looking at a really authentic luxury resort with golf, of course, 2 Arnold Palmer designed courses, horse riding, fishing, falconry, and now just having established 6 kilometers of cycling and walking trails around the river and throughout the estate. So stunning property. It's going through a massive amount of change at the moment. We had a new owner who bought the property about a year ago, so just in time to take it over for COVID and close it down. And it's been closed more than it's been open, but that's all good. So along with the new owner, we now have a new general manager, and between them and the team there, we are really reimagining the property. We have lots of new additions in terms of restaurants coming on stream, and lots of investment going into several different aspects. So I'm going to share my screen and show you a video. So bear with me one moment while I make this happen, hopefully. Paul Heary is our new general manager, and he and I worked on a little video to share with you guys today. So hopefully this works. And you should be seeing a video right about now.
Hello, my name is Paul Heary, and I've recently joined the team here at the K Club. I want to take this opportunity to come and say hello and introduce myself to you, and hopefully we'll get a chance to meet you in person in the coming months. I guess we have some exciting plans underway here at the property, and I wanted to share them with you here today. Currently, we're in the Palmer Clubhouse and we're going through a refurbishment there, and the restaurant space will reopen as a stylish all-day dining venue space with a retractable roof covering the terrace with some fantastic views overlooking the golf course. We hope to have this completed in the coming months. Once the hotel can reopen, we'll have this venue ready for you to have a second dining option here at the hotel. Moving into the hotel itself, we're currently going through some public areas and guest bedrooms, and we will refurbish several of our bedrooms here in the main part of the hotel. We're also refurbishing the Barton restaurant, so we look forward to having you back and experiencing a new look towards the Barton restaurant, and exciting to have that energy back in that room. I guess lastly, we're at the final stages of planning for a ballroom here at the hotel, and we hope to have that probably completed for early 2022. So if you have any special occasions or any events there, we'd be delighted to talk to you. It will be a capacity for 320 people, so it'll be joined onto the main part of the hotel, so just adjacent to the lobby. So that's something that the K Club has been missing, and we look forward to having part of our business. So lastly, just to wish you and all your family a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. And here at the property, we will be lighting up the building, the facade in green, and in recognition of Tourism Ireland and global greening. So it's exciting. It's exciting here at the K Club. We're building a new team, and we have a new owner who has a lot of love towards the K Club, and we hope to be able to share that with you and show it off and experience the love that we all have here for the property. Once we can reopen, we still don't know when that will be. It's still unknown, but we hope it will be, well, fingers crossed, maybe early June, we will have the doors back open, and we'll have you back here and experiencing, I guess, what we do best here at the K Club, and that's really taking care of you and giving you a great experience. So look, happy St. Patrick's Day, and hopefully we'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Super. So just to add to what Paul said there, in terms of the Palmer, the new venue, that will also have a private event space. So really great option for a day 2 event in terms of an inside-outside venue with the covered terrace. It's a really cool option that we're going to have launching in a couple of months' time. The ballroom, and I'm going to show you a couple of renderings of the exterior of the ballroom. The ballroom is going to have beautiful views out over the River Liffey and the woodlands surrounding the property. In fact, it's just located just over, if you're, as you see me, just over to my right. So it's really going to be a centerpiece on the resort, and something we're very excited to share with you guys. So bear with me while I just pull up a couple of images and share those with you now. So this, first of all, just to quickly mention, this is K Golf World, which is another venue that we opened in September of last year. This is an 8-bay golf simulator venue with its own sports bar. It can also be taken over privately for groups, but a really cool venue and something very unique to the K Club in Ireland. Here then, just to give you a couple of quick shots of the new ballroom that we've mentioned several times. There it is now. Yeah. Looking from the river and as it will be. So as you can see, these huge windows which will have beautiful views out over the river and over the woodland as well. So that's all I'm going to share with you for today in terms of the K Club. I do have a whiskey that I'd like to launch you with. So that's my Jameson that I'm going to have a little sip of when I'm finished here. So thanks very much for your time, guys. Delighted to hand it back to Maureen. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks very much, John. That's fabulous, God. I can't wait till you treat me to a room at the K Club, John. I'll be looking forward to that.
There's always one here for you. Don't you worry.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, just a little bit more on St. Patrick. We use the shamrock as our emblem, and that's something that he used to kind of spread Christianity around Ireland. But also there was a fella, John de Courcy, just up the road from John Costello. And long ago, before there was bus tours, it was pilgrimages. And that was the big thing that they used to do long ago. And John de Courcy, like a lot of grave robbers, he took the 3 saints of Ireland and put them into the one grave. He had St. Patrick, St. Bridget and St. Columkill, and it was like he won the lotto. Oh, sure, he built a massive house on the back of it. But anyway, with that, all things Irish, you know, everyone is talking about leprechauns today, and no one in Ireland believes in leprechauns. When you go to Ireland and you mention leprechauns, no one is going to take you seriously. But there is a tree not too far away from Shannon Airport, right, on the bypass of Newmarket on Fergus, that in 1999, the storyteller Eddie Lenihan saw the tree and he said, you can't knock that down. Oh, Lord God Almighty, if you knock down that tree, it's a fairy bush where all the Kerry fairies meet before they go fight the Connacht fairies. And if you knock that down, there'll be an awful amount of car crashes on your straight road. Did they believe him? Of course they didn't. But they spent over 400,000 euro moving the road 60 feet around that tree. No one believes in fairies. But there's a man by the name of Sean Quinn up in County Cavan, who was the richest man ever to be born in Ireland. He was worth at the height of 4.7 billion euro, right? And in 1992, he moved a fairy fort from one part of his property away to another part so he could build his nice house. And all the locals told him, they said, you can't be doing that. The fairies won't like it. And they sat back and waited. And 20 years later, almost to the day, he languished in jail with 11,000 euro in his bank account. Nobody believes in fairies, but we all know they're there. Anyway, with that, I'm going to sing you one of the popular songs that we have that was brought from America, would you believe it, in 1962. Tommy Makem found it when he was cutting wood in Bangor, Maine. And he sung it at the FLA, the All-Ireland, which is a great festival to go to for music. And he won the ballad competition singing this song. And there was a small fella broke through the bathroom window during a lock-in at 3 a.m. to hear him sing. His name was Luke Kelly. He sung with the Dubliners after, and he got this song from Tommy Makem. And it's a song that a fella, Tin Lizzy, gave a shout out to, and a small band from America called Metallica did one time as well. But it was also collected in Minnesota in 1924 by Mike Dean at the logging camps. Anyway, it's a song that brings us down to Cork and Kerry, the wild, rugged Cork and Kerry mountains, called Whiskey in the Jar. You can fall in with it if you like. As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and then I drew my rapier, saying stand and deliver, for you are bold deceiver, mushering dimmadoo dimmadah. Whack fall my daddy-o, whack fall my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted up his money and it made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket and I brought it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me, but the devil take the women, for them never can be easy, mushering dimmadoo dimmadah. Whack fall my daddy-o, whack fall my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went off to my chamber, all for to take a slumber, and I dreamt of gold and jewels, and for sure it was no wonder. My Jenny took me charges, and she filled them up with water, and she sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter, mushering dimmadoo dimmadah. Whack fall my daddy-o, whack fall my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. 'Twas early in the morning, just before I rose to travel. Up came a band of footmen, and likewise Captain Farrell. Well, I first produced my pistol, for she'd stolen away me rapier, and I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. Mushering dem a doo dem a da. Come on, sing out loud. Whack fall my daddy o, whack fall my daddy o. There's whiskey in the jar. The some take delight in the carriages a roving, and some take delight in the hurling and the bowling. But I take delight in the juice of the barley, and courting pretty fair maids in the morning bright and early. Mushering dem a doo dem a da. Whack fall my daddy o, whack fall my daddy o. There's whiskey in the jar. If anyone could aid me, 'tis me brother in the army. If I could find his station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he would go with me, we'd go roaming in Kilkenny, and I'm sure he'd treat me better than me dear and sport and Jenny. Mushering dem a doo dem a da. Whack fall my daddy o, whack fall my daddy o. We'll sing it one more time. Come on now, everybody. Mushering dem a doo dem a da. Whack fall my daddy o, whack fall my daddy o. There's whiskey in the jar. Well, thanks very much, everybody. You're great singers. God, we'd have great crack if we all got together. God, I don't know. We'd be arrested, I'd say. We'd be arrested with the crack. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take you now down to the wild and rugged hills of Cork and Kerry, and over the Kerry Mountains and into Killarney. And these places are so wild and untapped that if you go on the lovely straight roads to your hotel and walk out the back door, you won't get any cell reception, because it's unbelievable. The hikes there. Elon Musk is sending down internet via satellite. He said that's one of the most rugged places in the world that you can go to, are the hills of Kerry. So he's sending down test things with his old Sputniks that he has up in the clouds there, sending down the internet. But anyway, enough of that. On now to David Cronin to the Europe Hotel in Killarney.
Thank you, Martin. Hello, everyone. I'm David Cronin, from Director of Sales and Marketing at the Europe Hotel and Resort in Killarney. Just before I start, I'm going to put my hat on because nobody takes me serious unless I have my hat on. So I am the Director of Sales at the Europe Hotel and Resort in Killarney. We're located on the lakes of Killarney, overlooking the McGillicuddy mountain range and Carron Tuathal, which is the highest mountain in Ireland. This year, we are celebrating 60 years, 6 decades of hospitality. The hotel is privately owned by the Leaper family, and the Leaper family are the longest multinational company in Ireland, where we also have a container crane factory adjacent to the hotel, where the family set up their first business in Killarney, and subsequently built the Hotel Europe, which later turned into the Europe Hotel and Resort. So this is the main foyer area of the hotel when you arrive. Floor to ceiling windows all around the hotel. And just in terms of check-in, what we have implemented for groups is we have implemented online check-in and check-out, where guests and groups can pre-register before arriving at the hotel. So when they do arrive, it's just a case of picking up the key packets and going directly to your room. We also have implemented a virtual key option, where guests can have the option of having their room key on their phone, or traditionally the regular style key is also available. The hotel has been started off at 50 bedrooms and now has 187. Every 10 years there has been significant investment by the Leaper family in all areas of the hotel, and the hotel has been completely renovated from top to bottom. You'll see throughout the presentation that there are many different lounges throughout the property, where they are also multi-purpose use areas, which can be used for guests just at leisure to relax and read a book or have a drink, or alternatively for cocktail receptions, satellite check-in, hospitality rooms, and all of the space in the lounges also lead out onto the terrace, and of course right onto the lake shore, which we try and use this space as much as possible when the weather allows. Primarily, we have 2 types of room. Lakeside room overlooking the lake, and golf side room overlooking the 2 18-hole golf courses, which are situated adjacent to the hotel. In terms of technology, in the guest rooms, we have just implemented sweep pads into all of the guest rooms, which take care of the guest directories, room service orders, local activities, and basically an in-room directory of everything that can be done on the resort and also in Killarney town. It also has the option of press reader, which gives you access to thousands of newspapers and magazines, and also, of course, to Netflix, which can Chromecast right onto the TV. The hotel has many different rooms, everything from 1 bedroom to 2 bedroom penthouse and presidential suite. And right around the property, we have all outside terraces, 25,000 square feet of meeting space, all with natural daylight leading out into the open terraces, which can be used for coffee breaks, they can be used for cocktail receptions. The list is endless for what the space outside can be used for. Each of the meeting space has built-in AV, microphones, projector screens, everything is built into the meeting rooms. And right at the end of the garden, a 3-minute walk from the main reception area, we have the boathouse. To the left of the boathouse, you would that would be the 16 green of the golf course, so that's how close you are to the golf course. The boathouse is a fantastic venue, which can be used for 70 people inside, but weather dependent, we can set the lawn up all outside area. And as Kev said earlier, after coming back from the famous Gap of Dunlow tour, you arrive back at the hotel pier where guests can be greeted with Irish coffees, cocktails, or hot chocolates there on the pier. We have a lot of different activities on the resort. We have horse riding, fishing, we have 2 indoor tennis courts. And obviously we have a 50,000 square foot spa, which is the jewel and the crown of the hotel, divided over 3 different levels. The area that you're looking at here is the active level, which is located on -3, -3 in the hotel. We had to build into the landscape when building the spa because the hotel is located in the 25,000 acres of national park in the UNESCO World Biosphere. There is a construction ban right around the lake in the proximity of the hotel. So 25-meter lapping pool, indoor and outdoor pool on the active level. We also have a fitness studio, a spinning room, and a long list of personal training sessions and activities that can be done that guests can join up to any of the classes while on the property. Lots of different spaces throughout the spa that guests can relax. And then the spa level is located on -2, -2 level of the hotel, where you have separate male and female, separate indoor and outdoor pools, separate relaxation areas. This is the more relaxed area of the spa, whereas the active level would be more upbeat. Lots of different dining options throughout the hotel for individual or for group. They can all be privatized. The Panorama restaurant is also our breakfast room that can be catered from everything from 50 people up to 350 people. The Brasserie restaurant is our more casual dining option. It can be used for, it's open from 11 to 11 every day. You have the upper section, the lower section, and you also have the outside section, weather permitting. To continue our commitment with sustainability, the hotel operates now on 100% green energy. And the Leaper family are the largest farmers in the Kerry area. So we have our own 650-acre farm where we grow our own beef and our own sheep. We also have our own on-site bakery. I know Kev touched on it earlier about the food projects in Ireland, and 10 of our top 10 suppliers are within a 15-minute radius of the hotel. So where possible, we try to support local. Lots of different bar options throughout the hotel as well. We have the Brasserie Bar located in the main lobby area, which services the library, lounges, and the Brasserie restaurant. And then the Europe Bar, which is more of an evening venue, which for guests at leisure or also can be booked privately before dinner. There are lots and lots of images. I could stay showing you all day, different images. We've also implemented a 3D virtual tour. So for anybody who would like a virtual site inspection, we can do an in-depth tour of the property from top to bottom to show all of the spaces, and we can do that on the screen. So I'm just going to thank you all for taking the time to be with us. I'm drinking Dingle gin, which is a local gin. Dingle is a Gaelic town just about 30 minutes from Killarney, and I'm going to have a toast, and it's may the best of your last be the worst of your future. Sláinte.
Thanks very much, David. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait to get down to see the Europe Hotel. That's 4 nights of my next holiday organised. On my way out of Dublin Airport, I'll be going into the K Club, and then before I meet my parents, I'll be down to see that infinity pool in the Europe Hotel. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I won't dilly-dally, but just to show you, this is called the Bowron, which means the little deafener, or the sound of a fatty liver. Anyway, this is the drum of Ireland, and some of you were asking about it. We play it now by dampening the skin at the back, so we can have loads of different sounds with it. Anyway, I'll tell you more about it the next time we meet. But some of you were talking, and Jean and Marina were talking, that St. Patrick's Day was a holy day. And it was for a very long time, until 1970, when we decided to open the pubs again. And you wouldn't believe now how much of a celebration St. Patrick's Day is on the island of Ireland. When I was small, it was very calm. You'd have some egg sandwiches, because you wouldn't be able to eat eggs during Lent, and you'd have some egg and mayonnaise sandwiches between some very thin bread, and you might have a cup of tea with that. But now there's parades in every small town in Ireland. The shortest parade in the world was in Dripsey in County Cork for a very long time, where you'd have over 25 different bands or groups travelling from one pub across the street to another pub. It is a great day out if you can get there. Anyway, I won't hold you long because we've more to do, and I'm going to get you to clap along with this one. This is a song that Luke Kelly took from Australia and brought back to Ireland, even though it's been around for a lot longer than that. It's found all over the world in different guises, trying to keep fellas out of the pubs. It is the hardest thing to do ever, and trying to keep the ladies out of the pubs is harder again. Anyway, this is a song called The Wild Rover. I've been a wild rover for many's a year, and I spent all my money on whiskey and beer, and now I'm returning with gold and great store, and I never will play the wild rover no more, and it's no, nay, never. Let's see you clapping now.
Rise up your points.
Oh gee, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I went into an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady me money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such a custom as yours I could have any day, and it's no, nay, never.
Rise up your points.
No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I put my hand in my pocket, took out 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. Says she, I have whiskies and wines of the best, and the words that I spoke sure were only in jest, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I go home to my parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they've caressed me as oft times before, sure I never will play the wild rover no more, and it's no, nay, never, bump, 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 no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. Thanks very much. Lovely to see you singing and clapping along. Well, we're going to journey up the road now from Killarney, and we're going to go now to Liz Godfrey at Adare Manor. And she's going to take us just before we leave Shannon Airport to a beautiful hotel and show us what she has.
Thanks a million, Martine, and hello everybody, and welcome to the beautiful, the stunning Adare Manor. And it is here behind me, and I am delighted to be part of the green team here on St. Patrick's Day today. So thank you, Carl, and thank you, Whitney. And I'm going to share my screen now and just give you some little updates really on the manor. So hoping that you can all see that. So just to let you know, Adare Manor is situated just 30 minutes from Shannon Airport, and it's a mere 2 hours, 20 minutes driving from Dublin. It's nestled in 847 acres of lush green parkland. It's the same acreage really as Central Park in New York. The property came out of a big refurbishment back in 2017. And really each year, in each week, our owners are putting money back into this fabulous property. We have won numerous awards since we reopened. Condé Nast, #1 resort in Europe, #5 in the world, which is a great accolade for us. It's also situated next to a beautiful little village called the village of Adare. And in my opinion, it's actually one of the prettiest little villages in Ireland. And particularly for an incentive program, it's great because your guests can leave the property and perhaps do a dine around in the village and then come back to the taproom bar in the hotel. So we have 104 guest bedrooms on property. We have fantastic meeting space and dining space and a beautiful ballroom for your gala evening. And also we've got our golf clubhouse, and that is located just a 2-minute walk from the manor house. So again, that's great for that first day arrival. And also it's a great way to do a horse and hound welcome reception to Adare. So while we had COVID to contend with this year, we may have been quiet that we weren't welcoming guests, but we built our fabulous new paddle club. So the paddle club is actually just, if you follow this little path here, it's actually a 50-second walk from the manor door itself, and it's nestled in this beautiful forest area. So very much a sense of calm, a sense of relaxation once you go into the paddle club. So the paddle club takes its name from 2 paddle courts, which we have installed, and they're actually the first paddle courts in Ireland. So you may know paddle, it's like pickleball in the States. It's something similar to tennis. It's a smaller court. It's normally played with doubles, but you can also play it with singles. So we are delighted to have the first courts of paddle tennis in Adare. We've also incorporated a fabulous new swimming pool. So it's a 17-meter swimming pool with a hydration and a sauna steam room. You can just see another picture there. And again, you can see that it's in the forest. So again, that sense of calm, the sense of relaxation, the sense of kind of zen, I suppose. And then we've also put in a great gym with all your latest of equipment, your watt bikes, your rowing bikes, your Peloton bikes. And again, whether or not you like going to the gym or not, at least you can look out in a peaceful setting outside. Again, we've also incorporated a fabulous yoga studio. So amongst the many, many activities that we provide, and we provide a lot of outdoor activities such as archery, falconry, clay shooting, fishing on the River Meg, and you will see the river through the estate, which is a tributary of the River Shannon. So you can go fly fishing or salmon fishing on the river. And also we have the spectacular golf course as well. So proud to say that we are the host venue for the Ryder Cup in 2027. So looking forward to that. And also then just within, again, the paddle club, if it's inclement weather outside, you can also play golf inside in our golf simulation room. You can also play foot golf here, and you can also play basketball. And again, it's a perfect venue for your incentives. Again, you can take this privately and it can cater for up to about 10 people. And then again, you will see the manor house here itself. So just a 50-second walk from the door of the house itself to the paddle club. So I'm now going to try to show you a video. I'm hoping it'll work because I had some technical issues. So I hope you all have your drink in hand. My drink of choice this evening is a glass of Baileys, and they're called the Baileys Ladies, actually, that make this beautiful lush drink, the Baileys. So I am now going to try and show you our video. So hopefully you're sit back and relax and pretend that you're in Adare for this 5 minutes or so. So that is Adare, and as you can see, all of those beautiful activities are actually on property as well. So if you have any questions, you can put them into chat. Thank you all so much. And a little Irish saying it's today that I'm going to leave you with is Gunairi an bóthar leat, and it really means may the road be successful for you. And I know we've all had a rough 2020, but let's hope 2021 and 2022 will be much better for all of us. So I'm going to hand you back to Kev. And again, thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Liz. It's been incredible seeing all of these properties again. I can't wait to get back out to experience all of them. A nice shout out as well is to the Bailey's ladies. Those are the cows that we use and that you can meet on your trip to Ireland. And they are all the cows who produce the milk for Bailey's. I want to do just a quick shout out to the 3 hotels and the wonderful prize that they've offered today, because it's just such an incredible prize that they have offered. So 2 nights at each of the properties, which is just, again, incredibly generous of them. And Odyssey are also going to arrange some activities for the lucky prize winner. So I'm going to wrap up today by telling you a little bit about the Guinness Storehouse, and it's mainly as an excuse so I can pour myself a pint of Guinness. And so if you'd all like to learn along with me, you're going to need a branded Guinness glass. The marketing team at Guinness tell me that it won't work unless it's a branded Guinness glass, chilled preferably, but if you've been talking for an hour and a half, your glass won't be chilled anymore, you'll find. You'll then need a can of the draft Guinness. There you are there, but any Guinness will do. There's a wonderful cocktail you can use if you have any of the bottled stout called a Black Velvet, which is kind of 50-50 champagne and Guinness. So it's kind of like mimosa. It's if you're feeling a little bit glamorous, you know, but you still want to have a filthy old Guinness, you can do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to tilt your chilled glass at a 45-degree angle, and you're aiming to pour the Guinness onto the harp. So that's what I reckon 45 degrees is. And so I'll tell you a little bit about the storehouse, or I'll try my best to anyway. So Arthur Guinness bought the site at St. James's Gate in Dublin in 1759. And he did so on the basis of a 9,000-year lease, which worked out very well for us at Odyssey, because it means that we can use all of these wonderful spaces as an evening venue for groups of 10 up to 2,600. Ooh. And what you'll see there is the pint will change from a kind of light brown to the ruby black color that they have. And we have a fine head on that, so we'd say we'd get a flake and we'd stick it in there.
Are you aiming for the top or the bottom of the harp on your glass?
You're aiming for kind of where the strings end, so kind of the bottom, if you can see there, of the harp is where you're aiming. Perfect. So right there. Slowly, but kind of a steady flow through the Guinness. So that's kind of turned out okay. So what I really love about the Guinness Storehouse is that it has a real house party kind of feel to it. So, you know, if you have 2,000 people in this building, it's yours for the evening. Or if you have 600, you know, there are different spaces that you can use depending on what type of evening you want, but it's just really fun and casual. And, you know, we've, as a company, Odyssey, have sent countless people through the storehouse, and thousands of pints have been sunk on our behalf. And it's 30 minutes from the Cake Club as well. So that's about it from me and from everyone here from Ireland. I'd like to give just another quick shout out to Martine, who's just been incredible today. I think if we could all get a round of applause, a boule bus for him there, because he was just incredible. Martine, do you want to say a few words before we head off?
Well, thanks very much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your St. Patrick's Day. And I'll leave you with this toast in my Bilic cup of tea that I have here with me. I'd say, health and long life to you, the spouse of your choice to you, a child every year to you, and land without rent to you. And may the devil know you're dead, and may the devil know you're in heaven a half an hour before you're dead. Anyway, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. It's lovely to be with you, and we look forward to meeting you in person and having the crack, no matter where we go.
Here's Martin.
Launch it.
Thank you, Martine. And for all of those, crack means fun, and it's C-R-A-I-C. I put it in the chat box so you can go around and tell everybody, have the crack.
Thanks for clarifying that. I was thinking there was some drug abuse going.
Yeah, no, I had to, yeah. And I wanted to just end something because I know we have some drink lovers here, you know, just a wee bit. But on my last trip home, which was last summer, I was down in Waterford, and there is this very good, sorry, I'm trying to get my camera to pick it up, but it's Waterford whiskey. And it is actually made like wine. So the distiller goes out to one field where the cows are, and he knows what the grass and the terra firma looks like. So if you really, really want to impress somebody, go out and buy them a bottle of, especially wine snobs, go out and buy them a bottle of Woodford whiskey. Because it's made just like wine. And the other one is gin. We all love gin. And this is actually from Martine. This is from Cork. This is from my friend's farm in Cork. He owns Ballyvolane House in County Cork, Justin Green. And it's called Bertha's Revenge. And that's another great spirit to have from Ireland.
Looks fantastic.
Can you get that in the US, Marina?
You can. The Waterford, get it now before everybody finds out about it. It's very hard to find, even in Ireland. I know the vintner, when I was there, he said, listen, I just got a few bottles in, buy them, get them fast. And they're specially being sold over in Japan.
Wow, good to know.
We're finding that gin is having a real renaissance, as any of the new distilleries are finding that before they can produce a whiskey, and for an Irish whiskey to be certified as an Irish whiskey, it needs to be in a barrel for 3 years and a day. So while the whiskey's in becoming whiskey, they need to get some money in the door. So a lot of the distilleries started making gin, and they found out that they were actually very good at it. So now we have award-winning gins as well, which has been really, really a godsend during the pandemic. Anyway, during the lockdown, I'll say that.
Have you and your team, Kev, put your heads together and determined with Kelly, who was, by the way, I haven't seen Kelly today, but I know she's there. Kelly, can you say hi?
Sure. Hello.
We don't want to ever take her for granted. Hey, Kelly.
Hi.
So Kelly's with Maui Jim, everybody, and she traditionally awards a pair of Maui Jims to the person who goes all in every week. Sometimes we're fortunate enough to have additional prizes, and this week, as you all know, very aware of, we have an incredible vacation to Ireland, courtesy of the K Club, the Hotel Europe, and Adare Manor, and Odyssey International. What a fantastic opportunity for you all to experience these places yourself. And Kelly is going to award the sunglasses to the next person. So, not a second prize, exactly.
An incredibly tough job this week.
It's an incredibly
by the way.
hard job. Yes. So, are you guys ready to announce that?
So, do we
I'll
announce
let the motherland take it?
Kev, you guys.
So we're announcing the glasses and we're announcing the.
Kelly will do the glasses. You do.
I'll do the glasses.
Yeah, you do yours, and she'll do. You do you, and she'll do her.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Well,
right.
I think we've come to, we have a quorum. So the winners in this case are, they've changed their names. It's Sheila and Danny Boy. Mainly because I want them to come over here so I can get that scarf.
Is that a toast with some Irish whiskey? Some Irish gin.
Yeah.
Bring it all along.
Wow, congratulations, guys. You very, very well done. Without the picture, though, you don't get the prize. So get busy with the picture.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Slaunch, you guys, congrats.
That's very, very congratulations. And The worst interpretation of St. Patty's Day for by an American.
I'm so offended. I'm so offended. The orange on the
I think
face,
we
it's
need to give a
dreadful.
shout out to Heather Wren, who couldn't miss the party. If you look in the box, she's still in her car driving with her leprechaun in her back seat. I think that deserves an award all by itself.
Sir, where are you going?
Safe.
She's bringing her own leprechaun with her. Wow. And let us not forget to go to Sam's for cheesesteak. Yeah, Heather, are you there? Oh yeah, there she is.
Yeah, there
Driving
she
down the
is.
streets of Raleigh, looking like I don't know quite what. Where are you going?
I make people happy. People see a leprechaun in the back, they're going to be happy. So
They're
I hope you're using the carpool lane.
I am. I'm being very safe.
When you get pulled over and the officer says, "Ma'am, that doesn't count."
This is how
Just take your
dedicated Kev and all the Irish people, this is how dedicated that our family is every Wednesday.
Yeah, you guys came in strong. I wasn't expecting this. It's been really
I
impressive.
tried to warn you that this business of you talk and we listen is not going to fly. It's got to be two-way street here. All right, Kelly, who have you got?
Thank you. Really fantastic group. And I think that this was like in the top 3 hardest weeks that we've had in the last year for me, and I'm sure for Ireland as well. So just major kudos and little hats off to everyone who participated. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. I'm going for creativity today because there was just so much amazing leprechauning happening in green. So I'm going with Randy. Where's my Randy? I just thought Randy was like such a great character build, and I thought that was amazing. And
I'm so excited. I'm old, but I'm so excited.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you, Ray.
Less offensive,
Lori
I
was
don't
one of the first 5, so that's all awesome. And for all of you who made such an effort this week, okay, Randy, it's 5:30. Stop with the spinning. For all of you that made such an effort this week, I just can't tell you how delightful we found it, and I hope you had fun too. Next week, we're going to Bermuda, and it's going to be quite a fun jaunt over to Bermuda. There's some exciting news happening over there. We're going to be hosted by the Bermuda Tourism Authority, as well as the Rosewood Hotel in Bermuda and the Hamilton Princess, I think is what they're calling it now, right down in downtown Hamilton. So it's going to be a great opportunity to kind of go to the beach, learn a little British island history. I believe we'll be doing some drinking next week. Also, the theme is Think Pink. Anybody want to get some pink going on? Be thinking now about how you want to execute that idea. And we'll see you next week. You can catch this recording on our website tomorrow, in case anybody wants
Thank you to all the Irish presenters who stayed up until 9 o'clock on St. Patrick's Day to be with us. We really appreciate all that you've done, and we'll be back. We'll be back home soon, and we'll be bringing our groups with us.
Yes, indeed.
Look forward to welcoming you here. Absolutely. Thanks so much. And if you do need anything or want any further information, I'm sure that the gang at Retreats Resources will pass our information along. We'd be happy to help and happy to welcome you all to Ireland soon.
We sure will. So all of you Irish presenters, anyone who wants to join us on Facebook, you can see the pictures in the next few days and lots of engagement and comments. I'm sure there'll be really some fun things going on over there. So find me, like our page, friend me personally, whatever you wish, and we'll make sure that you get to see all that. So until next time, we really appreciate it, and see ya in Bermuda next Wednesday.
Shlanta.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Congratulations, Danny.
Thank you.